What's your advice on how to manage a portfolio and control your emotions when your portfolio goes down a lot? Yeah, it's a great question. So, I've worked for a lot of very successful people. Many of them are billionaires, and most of them are incredibly unemotional, borderline Asperger's. And I won't mention who they are, but they're unemotional. They never get too happy when things go well, and they don't get upset when things don't go well. And so you got to keep your emotions in check in business. Don't be emotional. And my dad, when I was younger, he told me, Chris, but if you ever write a nasty letter, um, don't mail it. Put it in your drawer, and the next day when you wake up, if you still feel the same way, then mail it. Right. So you got to kind of keep emotion in check. And what I do also, and I used to do this when I managed my own hedge fund years ago, was I meditated and I conditioned myself so that when I came home and I touched the doorknob, I wasn't allowed to think about work anymore, which is hard. My house is a sacred temple, and these are the most important people in my life, and Christine as well. So you got to condition yourself that way. Okay. And also, like when you start a company, or if you're in an industry that's stressful, don't get too happy when things go well. And I'm not saying that to be a downer or to be negative at all. You all know I'm a very positive person. I say that because if you get too happy when things go well, then when things don't go well, you might freak out. Yeah. And always ask yourself, what's the worst thing that can happen if you're ever worried about something? It's usually not the end of the world. And for me personally, when it comes to my career, I never get worried because I always tell myself, God already knows what's going to happen, which puts me at ease.